after 3 with Sheena Speaks. She drops 3 and you make moves, you don't have nothing to prove.
Let it kick and if it hits, let it sit. If it clicks, let it hit, let it sit.
What's up, everybody? Oh, I see that, Walter. All right, what's up, everybody? My next guest is someone I have known since the 1900s, like college days. He is a friend and someone who never gives up on me when I block the world out, because you know I got habits of blocking the world out. He is a fitness expert and celebrity trainer, motivational speaker, author, entrepreneur, family man, MVP, Delaware State Hall of Famer. Please welcome my friend Fabian Thorne, aka Bear, founder and CEO of Fabian Thorne, Built to Last. What's up?
Woo! Whoa!
That's you. That's you.
Nobody introduced me like that before. Okay.
That
let
is
it be
you.
known. This wasn't even planned.
It wasn't planned.
This wasn't planned. That's crazy. But that's how God do. That's how God do.
Yes. Question. I never asked you about this. Who actually named you Bear?
Football coach back in when I turned maybe my second Pop Warner, third Pop Warner year. I was 9 years old, second year.
Okay.
And just the way I was playing ball out there, coach called me. Actually, they named me Big Bear.
Okay.
And you know, I took the bear and ran with it. You know what I mean? Bear that took his own little different attributes and characteristics of it. You know. So.
Yeah. How would you describe a bear that will be the same as how you describe yourself?
All right, so just go get it, right? Like tenacious, like just hard struck on. If it's something he want, he gonna go get it. He gonna go get it, and he's gonna go through whatever he got to do to get it. Once he get it, he's balanced, right? Yes. He gonna nourish it. He gonna love it.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah,
I would say.
That's you. Yeah, that's you. So Built to Last is a fitness brand and water brand. So you're not just a trainer, you're a builder. You are an entrepreneur, CEO and founder. But where did that come from? When did you realize, you know what, I'm built to bring or build up my own brand and not to be working for somebody else?
It kicked off. The actual word Built to Last came to me through God at Delaware State.
Okay.
But before that, I had different attributes of trials and tribulations, and it taught me to be built to last. Right. So by the time I got to Delaware State and God dropped that on me, like, that's the name of your company, Built to Last.
Built to Last.
Because at first, it wasn't that. I had try to use something else, but God said Built to Last, and I'm like, okay, I like that. But Lord behold, though.
Yep. He knew what he was talking about.
You can't say you built to last if you ain't been through nothing.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
It's not a cakewalk, but it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when God give you something, you already know it's coming with some stuff. But if you can endure it, some bells and whistles is with it if you can endure it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my whole thing is watching people go through their thing and consider them built to last. They don't know it yet, but it's when you come to something and you retreat. You don't know how strong you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you encouraged me with that. Like even with when I was getting ready to launch, you was like, let me tell you something. When you step out, you gonna have to have that faith in God. And even those moments where it's like, man, you're like, nah, you built for this. Like you built to last. And that's so encouraging to me because you really know with God, you gonna get through it.
Well, see, that's why God put people in your life that displays that. See, you displayed that, you know what I'm saying, for so long. And so I'm like, well, this is what he's calling you to do. It's just up to you to launch. You know what I mean? And really just jump out there because the faith is what it is. Right? You say you have faith, he's going to test you.
Yeah. Yes.
He's going to find out how much faith you got. And they say the word say you only need the size of mustard seed, but listen, I don't know. I need a little more than that. But
Yeah.
but but to know that and know that's what it takes.
Yeah.
When you get to a level, you say, "Okay, Lord, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to go through some more to the next level.
Yeah.
To the next level." It levels out at some point, but then you got to keep elevating,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
through elevation, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
test.
You just gotta keep going
You
through
got to
it.
keep going.
So I do want to go to the book. I pulled because I got the book when it first came out, and you have a section on here with quotes.
Yes.
I forgot I gave you a quote, so I want to read that
Yes.
quote
Yes. Yes. Yes.
because I'm like, yo, that's crazy because it's so true. So this is what I said. I said, Fabian is the most dynamic individual I know. He is a force to be reckoned with and well recognized. One of my favorite things about Fabian is his superpower of faith that gives glory to God. His energy is a catalyst that makes a powerful impact way beyond the gym. And to this day, I'm like, yo, I don't even remember writing that, but I'm like, yeah.
So it mirrors. It mirrors. Yeah. Listen. Go ahead and get you one. I truly appreciate that because when it's all said and done,
Hmm.
I don't want to be known as a football player. You
I
know
know
what I mean?
that's right.
But football changed my life. It helped me become who I am.
Yeah.
But so let me say this: I don't want to be known just for football.
Right.
I
Right.
want to be
Right.
known for what type of person I was to become who I
Yeah.
became. You know what I'm saying? And for things
Yeah.
that you just said, you know, I humbly take that because my faith level is what it is because of the things I had to go through and the
Yeah.
challenges. I find myself going through those things, knowing that, truly believing that God gonna work it out, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm
Yeah.
talking to somebody else who's going through something, I can only give you what my experiences
What
have
you
taught me. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that it do radiate through the next person. And from where I'm coming from, where a lot of people say those things like, "Man, your faith level is different."
it
And
is different.
I, now, listen, I've experienced. I just give a kudos to my mother, right?
Yeah.
To because most women, when raising males, they only provide a nurturing part, right?
Right.
And that's just because of who the woman is.
Yeah, that's how we're
But
set
my
up. Yeah.
mom, my mom's was a disciplinarian too.
Right.
She put that belt to your backside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To without question. But because she allowed me to become me, having mentors, playing the game of football, it helped me become a man, right? Because you learn
Yeah.
from different male mentors. I tell my young people today, mentor is important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it really
And
is.
no dad in the household, no dad in the
Mhm.
household. And moms didn't have a bunch of boyfriends in and out. She didn't play them games, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we have mentors, you know what I mean? I have mentors to help me get that side that I needed,
Yeah.
right? But the love and the nurturing part of, and then that faith walk, mom's telling you going to church. Football
Yeah.
season over, you in church every Sunday. And maybe sometime during the week because of all the different the way we was raised, the type of church we was at. You got night church service, you got
Yeah.
Sunday school, you know what I'm saying? So I can say the fact that she took me that route,
Yeah.
even when I didn't want to go sometimes, I'm glad she did because I
Yeah.
found my own relationship. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And I promise you, being on the field helped me understand that relationship she was trying to get me to build and learn
Okay.
for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
remember the day, the year my mom's uh, got saved.
Really.
Yes, I remember the day when she said 1984. She was
Yeah.
like, "Listen, this is on Sunday." She was like, "Okay, it's over, not over," but she said, "Listen, Sundays now you gonna have to go
Right.
out with me on Sundays. I'm gonna have other people gonna support you, but 'cause my mother was at every game. But she started
Wow.
diving heavy into the church on Sundays. She couldn't miss.
Right.
When the
Right.
football season was over, she said, "Now you gonna be here." You know what I mean? So, you know, so for that." I'm forever
Yeah.
grateful because in these moments in my adult life, I need God.
Yes.
I needed God more than ever,
I know that's right. And
and
she
still
gave you
do.
the foundation.
Gave me the foundation. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm. That's one of the most things I'm grateful for because I can promise you, without that, I wouldn't have made it this far.
Yeah. 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 Oh
Life is
man.
life, and without
What?
God, it
What?
ain't.
You ain't got to tell me. It's crazy.
So I appreciate those words that you placed in the book, and I
Yeah.
reached out to have people that like yourself that I felt like inspired me, and I inspired them
Yeah.
to say
Yeah.
some words. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just trying to keep pushing. I'm
Yeah.
gonna,
And I was going to ask you that too, right? Like you inspire, motivate, and coach so many people. But I never really asked you who inspires you? Like who motivates you? Where do you get your juice from? Because you are the type of person, I don't care what you're going through, you can't help it. That's who you are. But who inspires and motivates you?
so number one, and of course we talk about God, and the reason why because
Right.
I actually literally had a relationship on the had,
Yeah.
but I had that relationship in an opportune time, vulnerable time of my life where I didn't know who I was going to become. And
Right.
so when I got on that football field and I got an opportunity to notice that, because I used to ask why me,
Mm.
and then after a while, because of what I was doing to inspiring others, the way I played the game, I stopped saying why me and why not me.
Okay.
It
That's
taught me
huge.
something about me knowing God that this was
Yeah.
bigger than me. This was way
Yeah.
bigger than me. So
Yeah.
now, what's my why? My why was my mom's. All day
Yeah.
long. Never
Yeah.
wanted to disappoint her. Always wanted to show her that I can be all that I can be because she gave me that opportunity. So
Yeah.
number one was my mom's. Then God and my mother, and
Yeah.
then when to keep going and to be the person I am, my kids. You know,
Yes.
my kids are something that because I didn't have that love for my dad that I
Right.
yearned for,
Yeah.
I poured that into them, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to show them that what I didn't have, you're never gonna have to go through. I don't care if we're not even living in the same household. You're gonna have you ain't gonna never have to call another man daddy,
That's right.
ever.
Yeah.
And God allowed me to be that way with mine. You know
I
what I mean?
love
To this day. My son 25,
that's crazy.
and my daughter 15. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Beautiful kids, but the relationships is loving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they understand. And and both of them still my babies. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh,
You
they
know,
always will be.
yeah, yeah. So though isn't that inspiration comes from knowing that I got them, and knowing that I still know that although my mom's is gone, she had done so much that I could never just quit and give up because
Yeah.
of all that she done. So my whys is still my same whys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
mother, kids. Those are
Kids.
the
Yeah.
major things in my life. Now I got some other things that I use
Of
to
course.
inspire me because the people that I touch, I get words back, that they pour into me or they
Yeah.
inspire me. Like I said, for yourself, you always believed in me. You dove in and helped me at any point in my life, even if we hadn't spoke for
Yeah.
months or years.
Yeah.
It just never stopped as a true friendship. Those things that inspire me to keep going because you took the time to believe in me and help
Yeah.
me out. So I try
Yeah.
to use all of that as much as I can. No matter
Yeah.
what my situation looks like, I
Yeah.
can't give up because it's just too much to hold on to.
Even if you feel it or you think it, I don't even think you can. I don't think you can.
I got a phone call this morning from Coach Collins, and he got to talking to me about. He sent me a picture first. Him and his wife going through pictures, and my picture popped up. It's the second time he did this, but he always calls and tells me about those good old days and
Yeah.
what inspired him, and how I was that inspiration to him, and how he believed in me. And he said, "You just took nothing and made it something, Thorne." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that hunger that you have,
Yeah.
you just don't let go of. You know what I'm saying? He said that thing felt good, coaching you. He said, "Yeah, I had a little favoritism. Well, you're the only one I probably poured water on your head, but I was he disciplined me too." I told him, I said, "Coach, you ain't go for certain things. Couldn't have no earring, couldn't have no braids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate those calls. So those calls help me to keep pushing.
Yeah, it
He in
gives you
shape. He's
grace.
70 something years old. He's still doing his workout and running and walking. And so
Yeah.
how do I sit down and say, I'm over, I'm done with this?
Yeah.
How? So though you got to use those things to keep
Yeah.
going, keep
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
So I think we're missing a major part of your story, right? Let's say there's someone, this is the first time they're seeing you, never read your book or anything. What is the epitome of your story? Because I think that's important to tell people. Like even when you say, I asked myself, why me? Like,
Right.
tell us a little bit about why you even were in that place.
So, at the age of 2, and being rushed to the hospital, my mom's, she sat me on the side of the bed and she looked into my eyes and she could see something was wrong. And so it scared her. She rushed me to the hospital. Come to find out, I had a cancerous tumor on my left side of my eye. And because it was moving, they had to remove the original eye and replace it with a prosthetic eye. And
Mm-hmm.
so, mom's, for me, fast forward to ages 7, 6, to be honest with you, I was watching football at a young age on TV. Like, I want that. I want that.
Yeah.
And that did a lot for me because I was in grade school. I'm on the playground. A lot of the kids, kids can be brutal. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Yeah, because they don't realize what's coming out their mouth. They speak
yeah.
what's on their mind.
Yeah.
And so from time to time again, I'm getting picked on, but not to the point where I can't defend myself.
Right.
Even at this age, I'm second grade.
Yeah.
But because I look a little different than some of the kids, or they think I just did one of the unethical things I ain't should have did. I removed the eye and chased the kids
You
on the
didn't
playground.
do, yo, you
Yeah,
didn't do
yeah.
that.
I was frustrated. I'm gonna tell you why I get to that point. So when I did that, I went to the principal office. He was like, "Son, you do good in your schoolwork and everything." He said, "But you can't do that. That's not gonna be tolerated." So I told him why I did it. He said, "I understand, but okay, cool, no problem." So I'm on the playground, and right across the playground, I'm watching the football team, whoever that was at the time, the same park that I wound up going to play for because it was right there by
Oh
my
wow.
school.
Okay.
I'm looking, and now I can see it physically, not just what I see on TV. And I'm looking at them. They hitting each other. They crashing. Boom. I'm
Mm,
like, ooh, I need that. That's what I need because I needed some way to release this
yeah.
frustration in a positive way.
Right.
I thank God that that He gave me the wisdom to even understand that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what I needed, so that I
Right.
don't take another route. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
that being that, losing my left eye at such a little age is what drove the storyline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I could have just folded as a
Yep.
child, not wanting to be bothered. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And woe was me, but I jumped out there and said I needed something to combat
Yeah.
that frustration. And
Yeah.
that's why I always tell people football saved my life.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
did. It literally saved my life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And God knew I needed that. He
Yeah.
knew I needed that. It's a
Yeah.
difference in just playing something to play something. I
Right.
needed this. So when people see me play the game, they be like, bro, you run hard or you
Yeah. You wasn't
look at
playing.
you.
Yeah.
They don't realize I'm running with some pain, some
Yes.
internal pain that they can't even imagine because they're not dealing with what I'm dealing with. And you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So everything that accomplished me that time and not having my father around and yearning for him because he was an athlete and this, I just
Right.
started putting it all into on the field.
Yeah.
So when you
Yeah.
hit me, you're gonna feel something.
They didn't want to see you coming, right? But see,
Yeah.
even with that, you didn't only play football, you played it really good. Talk a little bit about that as far as physically what might have you need to do for yourself that maybe other people didn't have to do to be just as good or even better than
So I didn't never took it for granted that I knew God gave me a gift, a little talent, right? And
yeah,
so I had to have something in me to be able to play the game, right? But
right,
what people fail to realize is that two things I know I needed. I said I needed the game, but also
right,
needed to know how to get strong. So I was 7 years old. I lived right next door to the YMCA. I go into the gym. I'm not allowed to go upstairs in the weight room, but I would sneak up there anyway. I go up there. The older guys up there like, get out of here. You can't come in here. Kick me out. Next day, show up. I'm right back upstairs. Well, a couple of times I kept doing that. Eventually, it was like, come on, man, we're gonna show you the way. I was in the weight room at the age of 7.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, and that's another example of like you don't give up. Like you just
No,
don't. You like they kick
because
me
I
out.
know
Go back tomorrow.
I needed something. I needed something. I
Yeah,
was yearning.
yeah,
When I'm yearning for something, it further lets me know that it's him giving it to me.
right.
Because why was I? If a person tell you no, no means no.
Especially at like 7 years old, like
At
you
7 years
like an
old, so
adult said no. I guess I can't go up there. You know, I'll go. I'll try again tomorrow.
yeah, exactly. So my whole thing was, if you saw me coming and you wanted to take a look, like, he got a little size to him. I don't want to bother him. At least I got you thinking because I don't want no drama anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want no drama. I'm not that type of person. So
Yeah.
it kind of gave me that sense as well too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Think twice before you want to come by because I'll talk you out of it. But if I can't talk you out of it, then I got to defend myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
To the point where I lose this, now I can't see nothing.
Right.
And it's
Right.
crazy because that's in a fight, but I never cared about it losing it playing the game. Because I always felt
Interesting.
like I was covered no matter what. I knew it was from him. He didn't say go be a boxer.
Yeah.
He
Right.
said, I'm gonna give you this
I'm gonna
game.
grace you for football. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
for me, that inner person always been about how can I get stronger, how can I look apart, but also put the work in. You
Yeah.
can look apart, but if that work is not instilled in you when you test it, you're gonna fold
Yeah.
like a lawn chair,
I
and
know, right?
just like that. It's over. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go find something else to do. Nah, we're gonna stay at this. So yeah, so
Right.
that for me was my driving force to say, okay, I'm gonna get stronger, to protect myself, and
Right.
I was a student of the game, right?
Mm.
And I wasn't somebody in school that didn't do work. So a lot of
Right.
this was already working. So for me,
Right.
my IQ for the football game field was out this world when it come to when
Yeah.
having that
Because you
relationship.
studied it.
Promise
Yeah.
you. I
Yeah.
promise you, it was times I'd be on the field and I know what's gonna happen by what I'm looking at, only because I prepared myself too. He's
Mm.
giving me the notion. I promise
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
and that's why I used to tell people, they'd be like, well, why was you so good? I said, well, nah, number one, I had a cheat sheet. And they'd be like, what's your cheat sheet? I said, my relationship with God was so
I know
strong,
that's right.
they wouldn't understand. You know how most
Right.
people scream, God, God, God. No.
Right. Nah, you
There'll be
do
times
this
when
for real.
the teams come and the teammates come in like, yo, man, we need a touchdown. So when they walk away, I'll be like, okay, Lord, you heard what they said. Now what we gonna go do? They don't realize that's what I was saying.
Right.
I knew
Right.
it was me and him. I knew that there was no way that I can see the field the way I saw the field with being blind on the side. I'm a running back. You need vision.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So then I know my extra vision because I have vision beyond vision, which
I-
people don't understand. They don't understand that. Trust me when I tell you.
right.
But I knew it.
Right.
So I felt good. I felt my chances was good being out there. I got the
Wow.
ultimate protector with me and showing me the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, come on. That's wild. Wow. And how is like football like life? How would you relate the two?
A lot of ups and downs, right? You
Hmm.
can work hard and not get the
Yeah.
results that you desire, but
Hmm.
it teaches you something even in that hard work, right?
Yeah.
That everything doesn't go your way every time.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
can persevere through it,
Yeah.
you can like the reward. I tell people, the game owes you nothing. You
Mm.
owe the game everything you got.
I know that's
And if
right.
you do that, the reward is beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. So if people read your book, like what's the one thing you want them to walk away knowing or feeling or doing?
To believe in yourself no matter who don't
Yeah,
believe in you. Believe
yeah,
in yourself and
yeah,
believe that God is your only source.
yeah,
He
yeah,
will provide the resources, but he's the source. He the
He's
plug.
the source. Yeah, yeah,
He's the
yeah.
plug. He's the source. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll provide all the resources for you. So
Yeah.
if you read this book, you can tell that it's a faith walk through the whole course of the book,
Yeah.
and because that's the only way we gonna
Yeah.
survive. And it's the only way. And I don't care what nobody say they self made. Nah, I'm God made.
Nah. Yeah, every time I hear people say that, I be like, yeah, no.
I'm God made. I might have made some things happen,
That's
but
a
I
t-shirt
promise you
God
that
made.
I'm God made. I got a title on one of my DVDs of my workout joints.
Uh-huh.
Not man made, God made.
I know that's right.
That's the title on my. So all this stuff that I've been
Yeah.
is just all coming full circle. That's why you can't never give up, because you never
Yeah.
know when it's your time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you
Man.
walk away, you miss out.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
too
true.
afraid to miss out. I came too far.
Yeah. Like would you like it's like I said, you couldn't give up if you tried. You can't it's you're not built like that. You're just not. So
Right, right, right.
so you
Woo!
started out with football as a passion and then now you have your fitness career. What's the one thing you almost chose instead, or was it always this? Because I almost chose being a nurse until I had to clip somebody's toenails, and I was like, "Yeah, that's not for me." But it's like, was there something else that you almost became, or was it always this?
8th grade, 3 goals: businessman, football player, take care of my moms.
Eighth grade, you
Eighth
like
grade.
this is
Those are my three
mom
goals.
here.
Those are my 3 goals.
Yeah, wow,
Because of my faith walk, I already knew my purpose.
right,
So I always wanted to be a businessman because I wanted to take football money and build things. I wanted real estate. I want those things was already. I promise you, 8th grade. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. 8th grade,
wow.
and I walked into the high school. In 9th grade, I already knew my goals. Those were the
That's
three.
great. I didn't know until I was about 30 or 31.
A lot of, and you know what, that happens, but I had no
You
choice.
knew,
I knew I could have ignored it and try something else. Now, don't get me wrong. I've worked. I done cleaned
yeah,
hospitals. I was a floor counselor for a halfway house. I worked at Price Waterhouse Coopers,
yeah,
document images, and all that stuff was never fulfilling,
right,
right?
yeah,
Because you're doing things just to pay bills. But my
yeah,
purpose, I always knew my purpose. And it's always
yeah,
been about fitness. It's always been about inspiring others. I always wanted to tell my story. I always felt like if I can
yeah,
give a kid the opportunity to say, hey, they want to give up because they might have some type of deficiency going on or whatever. They might feel like they just might not believe. If I can
right,
inspire them through my story, I always wanted to tell my story. So
yeah,
I always wanted to write a book. So
yeah,
it just all came about when God
yeah,
gave me Built to Last and said it stands for enhancing the mind, body, and soul through physical fitness, nutritional guidance, and motivational speaking. That was the
yeah,
platform right there. So I said, all right, cool. And each platform, I can put the fitness, I can, nutrition with the alkaline water, and with the
yeah.
book is the speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's good.
that's how that's my goals, and I took care of my mama. She gone, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm still
yeah,
living my purpose. It might not look
yeah.
sweet all the time, but I
But
know I'm
it's your
doing the
purpose.
right thing. It's my
And that's how it
purpose.
felt with me too. No matter how hard it gets, I'm like, nah, but this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So
Yeah,
what we
and
doing?
it's not. I know I'm with you, right? But it's not to say that we can't find something to add revenue. But
Right.
at some point, even in your purpose, let it align. It ain't gonna do a whole lot you wanted to do for you anyway. It's rarely. So if you got that alignment of things that you're doing, so now I can spin off it. I know what stuff, but it has to be aligned. One with it. I don't know no other way. So for the less, it's the
Yep.
real deal. I
That's
know
what
I'm
it
on the right
is.
path.
Yep.
I'm on the
And
right
every
path.
path, most paths are not straight. It has twists and turns and peaks and valleys and all kinds of stuff. It's just what it is.
And
So,
everybody that ever wanted to be successful had to go through it. You ain't
yep.
exempt from it. So whatever
No.
you're going through, just know that if you're in line with your purpose, well, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each
Yeah.
level you get to, you learn to kind of maintain a little bit more. Because some people ain't become that big successful in some of their 50s. Steve Harvey
Yeah.
said he ain't make see his millions until he got in his mid 50s. I
Oh,
mean,
I
I'm
didn't
not
know
saying that that's
that.
the I'm not saying it's the path everyone has to take, but don't
Yeah.
it's never over.
Right.
If you don't give up, it's not over.
Yeah. Yeah. Every day
God
you
can
wake
change
up
this thing around
breathing.
tomorrow.
Yep. It could be one conversation, one phone
Yeah,
call, one thing, and it's like boop.
because guess what? You've laid the path down. You put the work in. You done watered. You done seed. You done sowed seeds. Some of it. I mean, some of it has to sprout up. Some of
That's
it
just the
has to
rules. Yeah, that's how it goes.
grow. Some of it is coming up for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to bring a harvest that you ain't never had before.
Yep. Yep. It's true. It's true. Wow. So, in a couple of sentences, what can you say about the grind and how it's different?
Um, the grind different is because of the challenges, right?
Hmm.
And the willingness to say, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
grinding, right? Because you know you're grinding for a purpose.
Right.
So we don't
Yeah.
want to just be spinning our wheels. Um, we don't want to just be saying uh, we in motion. We're in motion with what? So
Right.
the purpose around what you're doing is a part of is why you grind different, right?
Right.
And when you're test with tired, are you really tired?
Right.
Are you really tired? And what part are you tired? Because sometimes
Right.
it be mentally tired, not physically. You know,
Mm.
just an example when in the gym, like when you're working out, you grind, and you find out you got a whole reserve in the reserve tank. You ain't
Yeah.
tapped into. So I feel like I'm always tapping into that reserve tank, right? And
Yeah.
to the point where, okay, God, I need you to restore me now. Now you
Yeah.
can restore me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we grind different. Some people
Yeah.
feel like the first time they feel they don't even get that second win. You ever been working out like, whew, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this. But
Right.
then that
Right.
second win kick in, like,
So you
okay,
like,
all
yeah.
right,
Right.
got another it's another gear. Some people get to that first gear and be like, whew, okay, that's it. That's enough for today. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't tap into that second gear, that reserve, you never know
Right.
how far you're gonna make it.
That's good.
You
That's
understand what I'm
good.
saying? So
Yeah.
that's what been the mindset, right?
Yeah.
We go from you just don't wake up strong because you don't. The trials and tribulations make you that, but
Yep.
we grind different.
So you work with, the youth through your speaking engagements and your sports combines. What are you seeing in like younger people right now that concerns you? And what are you seeing in them right now that gives you hope?
Majority feel entitled. That's a major problem because if you feel entitled and you haven't done anything, what makes you feel like you're entitled? It's not a word we should be feeling that we should ever be feeling. Entitled. That's what I don't care how much work you put in. How you feel like you're entitled. Let God decide what you're entitled to. Entitled and expressing that you're entitled, you long kids today feel like they're entitled because they don't
Right.
understand what embracing the process means. Willing to. That's because we live in a fast paced world now that a lot of people put work in to get to where they at. Wrong. You might look up. I don't even believe in luck, but you might viral off a video because it was meant to go viral. But guess
Right.
what? If it go viral and you don't even know how to maintain what's coming off of that, what's the going viral because you don't even know how to get back at it. This will go viral. You didn't say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and this one gonna
Right.
go viral because I did 1, 2, 3. So I can
Right.
come back and do 1, 2, 3 and do another one.
And I've heard that before where people say, it might be quick, but there's no longevity. There's no
Longevity.
staying power
So stand
when
power.
things happen like that. So
So
yeah.
so with that part, no. But then I see some that got an old soul. That's what's separating them from everybody else. But it's only a handful in every section that
Right.
got that. Like, nah, man, you got to put that work in. Entitled. The ones that feel entitled, it's a whole lot of. I see that there's hope because you got some, and I know that because I coach some, I
Yeah.
train some. You know what I'm saying? When I tell you they put that work in, they understand it. They still a part of their youth, but they understand. Monday, I'm not Saturday morning. I'm at the hills. I ain't playing game Saturday morning. I'm at the hills because I choose to be here. Dad ain't making me be here. Your parents shouldn't have to make you do something outside of practice. Because I always practice time is the coach's time to evaluate your talent. Do with your time or determine what type of athlete you want to become. Display that and instill that in them because you have to decide that. Nobody decides that. Not your mama, not your coach, not your daddy, not your pit. You decide it. Get that understanding that they decide that, they'll stop being entitled.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Because if
good.
I don't put the work in, I don't get the results. I gave me a gift and a talent don't mean
You still got to work it. Yeah. So I've known you since the 1900s. I'm gonna say these is 93.
yeah,
What's that, like 30 something years or whatever?
93. Mhm.
And you've been so consistent. You do this for real. A lot of times people's out there, oh, I do this, I coach, I move it. You literally do this for real.
Yeah.
And I've seen you always be just on it and not playing around with it. I wanted to find out, is there anything about you that most people don't know as far as, I don't know, a silly habit you have or something that you like that you don't always talk about? Like, what is something that people don't normally know about you that's either fun, silly, or interesting?
I got a silly side of me, because I don't do it like, okay, this is what I'm gonna say, and it brings the kid out of me too because we can be doing something, and part of me that's reaching out for a little bit more, some type of love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a because they say laughter is good for the soul, so that
Yes,
means
it
the
is.
soul yearning for something that is not that hasn't had in a while. Or I learned about me when I'm in that silly mode and something that my spirit
Because
man
you
is
want
yearning.
you, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good way to put that. I've
I don't think I ever
never.
said that to anybody. So it's first on
Wow.
this show.
Ooh, ooh, yes. And now I'm learning something about myself
Yeah,
because I do take my professional career very, you know this about
yeah,
me. Like I take it very seriously,
yeah,
but I also have that. And I could laugh about anything and find humor in anything.
yeah.
But there are times when I'm just so locked in and so just serious about what I'm doing that the times I'm able to break away from it, then I'm all the way silly. I'm all the
Right,
way. It's like you got to pull me apart from it, and then once you do, then it's like all party.
right.
But the more I'm, working on my own, the less time I have. Like I don't have coworkers around me to be silly with. I'm
Right.
not, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's I'm kind of missing that part, and it's interesting. So I never thought about it in that way. It's like
yeah,
you're yearning for
yeah,
something, so that
yeah.
silliness come out.
Because we're by nature, especially with loving people.
Yeah,
Loving people by nature, because we can be so serious, we can be silly too. We can be so
yeah,
silly. But and like you said, but it has to be one thing we don't do is entertain just anything.
yes,
Especially at this stage in my life, it's like your time is valuable.
yep,
Your who you spend your time with is very important. Um,
hmm,
especially when you got kids, this, that, and third. But just people that you don't want people around just to be around. Because for one thing, your spirit man picks up on a whole lot, and at this stage of my life, it's heightened. Take certain things you like. Some things you used to be ignored, like okay, cool, but you
right.
know it's there. You like, nah,
You're like, I don't even want to. Yeah, yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
missing nothing. You really
yeah,
feel like you truly ain't missing something.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? But yeah,
yeah,
that laughter is important. My mother used to always tell us that, and she was a sweet person and funny.
yeah,
And always she always had that smile on her face. So and I, know, brother sister, we did that a lot. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
as you get
yeah,
older, if you're spending time with anybody, spouse or
yeah,
what have you, kids, you know,
yeah.
I'm watching old videos with my daughter and my son and how silly they used to be with
Oh,
me. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So once again, because I miss it, and it's like wow, this we did all this playing the game with my daughter. I'm thinking I'm winning, she beating me. Just these virtual games. I got
Yeah,
the videos. You know what I'm saying? It just
yeah,
makes you realize what truly is important.
yeah. And your
And what
soul misses it. Like you want to feed your soul because your
you want to
soul,
feed your soul.
yeah,
Yeah,
lets you
because
know.
that's one of the things that keeps you going.
Yeah,
One of the things that keeps you going is what feeds your soul.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I have moments like that where
Yeah.
I get real dramatic with it. Maybe like you said, something didn't go my way or it's not looking like how I want it to look. And I'll get real dramatic. Well, maybe this I should just give this up and do something else. But it's like what I've learned is sometimes I need a moment to just express that. But I
Right.
don't mean that. I
Right.
get back up and be like, all right, that didn't work. What we doing next? The human side of me sometimes get really tired because it's like, yo, like that grind is for like
This ain't for everybody. It's
it's
not.
really not.
It's not. But so let me help you with that. And I'm not the fixer.
Do you?
But I heard what you said.
Yeah.
Eternally, I heard what you said even more because we do get to a point where we might feel like we want to express something like that.
Yeah.
I I found myself if when it creeps up,
Yeah.
I'm man,
You don't let it come out your
no,
mouth.
no,
Yeah.
because I'm scared. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they said there's powers in the tongue. We
It's
speak things into
true.
existence, right? And
Yeah,
it's funny how
yeah.
we can say something wrong and that thing happened quickly. But we over here saying the same good positive thing, waiting on
I'll
it
be
to
like,
happen.
$5 million is coming my way.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the trick, right? Because
You're
the
right.
greatest trick that devil ever pull is to make you feel like you don't exist. That's the greatest trick
Yes.
he pulled on the world, right? So
Yeah.
that's an example.
Yeah.
If we say the negative things that happen fast, because they say negative information travel faster than positive
It
information,
does.
right? So then, if then we say the positive things and it takes a while, that's
Right.
just the trick of him saying it. Now, because we don't, okay, just because I'm not gonna say it then.
Right.
Okay, then I'm not gonna say it because if it's gonna happen faster and I don't want it to.
Right.
You be playing with your mind. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
you gotta know that you believe in your purpose. You believe in what you're
Yeah.
designed to do, and you
Yeah.
say what? Because you're gonna have them days. So them days, the moments I have. I don't have days. The
Yeah.
moments, it's for me is a cry out to something. So I might cry
Yeah.
out and miss my mom's or like,
Yeah.
man, I told you not to leave here
Yeah.
just yet. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't done.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the humor
It
that
come
that's
out in
what I
another
do.
way, right?
Yes.
Right. And true, it could be a way to just, when it creeps up, instead of saying that thing, just speak the other thing, right?
Yes.
It's kind
Yes.
of like, nah, I am doing what I'm supposed to be
Yes.
doing, and
Yes.
I will achieve every
Yes.
goal that I have. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And that
Yes.
way, I can have the feeling all day, but then
Yes.
watch what's
There you
coming
go.
out of my mouth and align my mouth with what. Come on now,
You
what?
got it.
Yeah, you got me.
You put that in better perspective than I did. Yes.
So, like I
That's
said,
what we live in.
no, seriously, and like
Yeah.
you've known me since college. You watched me build and all that. And what would you say to the version of me now, or anybody listening, not just me, who's in the middle of the grind and can't see like the other side yet?
Get by yourself
Mm,
for a moment. Isolate for a moment, right?
yeah,
That means the noise is too loud because we always can see. So if we can't see or hear, the noise is too loud.
yeah, yeah,
So I would say get by yourself and get quiet
yeah,
and it's not. See, people say, "Well, don't get by yourself," and you get in your head. No, no, no. Get by yourself so you can hear
yes,
him. Clear some things up. You want clarity.
hmm,
You need more strength. You
right,
need more vision, right? You
yeah,
can't do. Sometimes he can't get to you when the noise is too loud. Because I've
yeah.
been tapped on the shoulder in the midst of
Me too.
the noise. I know, but sometimes we so into who that,
Right.
right? You know what I'm saying? Slow it down. So
Yeah,
okay, Lord,
yeah.
something something ain't right, and I can't see and I can't hear.
Yeah, that's
I
the
need.
beach for me. When I go to the beach, I'm
There you
telling you,
go.
I can hear him
There you
so
go.
clear and just because sometimes it's like you got the noise of other people, but then you got your own noise.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Reflect on the gratitude. Gratitude, have an attitude of
yeah,
gratitude, right?
yeah,
So even in the midst of the storm, I might learn to say, and it works for me, Lord, please quiet the noise around me. And I'm talking about the
yeah,
noise is loud, but
yeah.
you can quiet the noise in my head so that I don't even hear what's outside of me.
Right.
Now I can think Now I can
Yeah.
listen, and now I can hear
Yeah.
you in the midst of it. That's how good God is, and in the
Yeah.
storm. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell people that listen, because I'm only can tell you what worked for me and worked for other people to inspire you. That if you don't quiet that noise, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Rough.
shut it up.
Yeah.
Like that, shut your mouth. Shut it up. So I have one last thing to ask of you before we go. Just tell everybody like where they can find you, what you got coming up, anything you want to share for anybody listening.
Okay. Once again, thank you for having me, Fabian Thorne. This is I'm here. I'm here. I'm easy to get in contact with. Facebook, Fabian Thorne. Instagram, Fabian Thorne. Twitter, Fabian Thorne. LinkedIn, Fabian Thorne. YouTube, Fabian Thorne. I got a book signing coming up at Capital City High School
Nice.
within the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
I have a sports combine that I do with the youth on May 30th in East Orange at the Oval Park. This is my
Yeah.
third year doing it. Actually, my fourth time doing it, but this last 3 years this is the third year in a row.
Okay.
Um, Sports combine where we reach out, where we train the athletes. This one is for the eighth and ninth graders, and that's to put on for my city. So
Yeah.
that's May 30th. And then I'm releasing a new bottle, a new label on my bottles. Just partnership with Delaware State University's Water Lab department.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for that with Dr. Kimberly Milligan,
Yeah.
who has partnered with Built to Last Alkaline Water, is now the official partner with them, and we're releasing a new bottle which will be out next week. That's about it for right now, but
That's
I'm
it.
locking
That's it.
in.
That's a lot.
I'm, lock, I'm locking in
You
some
got a lot
stuff.
going on. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm locking it in to get some things, more things rolling. But yes, definitely. And don't forget, you always can go to Amazon.com as well and get that book. You just don't wake up strong. True indeed. Yes.
I got my copy. Better go get yours.
Yeah.
You remember that commercial back in the day?
Yeah.
You see that commercial with the album? He's like,
Yeah.
okay, let me find nah, my brother. You gotta get your
You gotta get your
own.
own. Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, this was fun. Thank you so much for being here. You have got to come back.
Of
You'll be
course.
back.
Because there's levels. I got to come and share all the good news that God has
Yes,
released. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's right.
definitely.
That's right.
Definitely.
All right. So we out and we'll be back next time. Bye.
And if it hits, let it sit. If it clicks, let it hit, let it sit.